Hey YouTube, Adam from the Midora Boa with my new friend here. Yeah, I got this yesterday in a trade for Miss Annie, my Anery thoristic. Had a blast at the Georgia Reptile Society's Christmas party. Met a lot of awesome herpers, met a lot of cool people. And I got some really good news out of it. Looks like I'm going to be a chapter leader for the Georgia Reptile Society North Georgia, which is really exciting. I got to submit all my info this weekend, and we'll see where that goes. So that's really exciting news. Okay, and what you hear hissing before you is Miss Midora. She is a 2008, and as you can see, get over here in some better light. As you can see by looking at her pattern, don't mind her, she's in a bad mood. I mean, you can see by looking at her pattern, I mean, it's ridiculous. And look how orange, and again, it's so cliche that everybody always says it on their videos. You can't tell the colors that are coming through, but I mean, I'm sure right here you can see how pink and orange and red she is. And her whole body's that way. There's no top to bottom transition with her. It's weird because she's the same color all throughout her body. She's dark right now. You know, of course, she's stressed from the trip and being in her cage. But like I said, she was born from two normals, and it threw this wild pattern. Her sister's just as crazy looking, if not a little more aberrant. You can kind of see she's got the reverse tail stripe thing going on right there. But she is, other than this fit of rage, she's absolutely gorgeous. I am so grateful to have her in the collection. Like I said, I traded Annie for her. I like that striping too, kind of right there. Right here. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Make fun of me now. Got my gloves on. My Kevlar grip gloves. But I bet none of you would reach down here and pick her up. First thing when I woke up this morning, I walked into the snake room to check on all the kids, and yeah, she had a big old poopy. And, you know, I knew she was aggressive. Justine had told me that she was not so nice. Opened up her cage, grabbed her out, that was just fine, and she turned back and freaked out and struck at everything. So, she's getting a bath, because she was laying in her own poop. But she's absolutely gorgeous. Let's see if I can get her to show us that tail stripe. You can kind of see it there. But she's 66% het snow. I'm looking to pair her with Mr. Mustachio, my hypo jungle. He's 100% het moon glow, and he's cool looking. I think they'd make some really neat babies, especially if she proved with her color, or well, not only her color but her pattern. If it doesn't prove recessive. But like I said, since she was born from two normals, I don't know. It's just going to require breeding trials, and we're going to see what's going to come of it. She's about 5 foot, or she's right at the 5 foot mark. And I would say she's pushing 7 pounds, 8 pounds. She's a heavy girl. She's stout. But as you can see, let's see if I can get this stuff. Yeah, look, see, there's no top to bottom transition, which is absolutely wicked. And I'm sure you can see the pinks and oranges, even dark phase. You can see how the pinks and oranges. But it's just so wicked because, like I said, there's no transition from the top to the sides. It almost reminds me of the Sterlings, except she's got the pattern, and up through the front half of her body. I'm amazed she's not like mouth open hissing. Usually there's these pronounced, like the spikes right there. Usually those are all throughout, but as you get towards the front half of her body, they become elongated, and it's really cool. There's that tail stripe. That's pretty cool. That's a cool shot. But she's very feisty. Last night when I was handling her, she wasn't so rude. She cruised all around my shoulders and everything. And I knew something was up when they pulled her out of the bag, and I picked her up and I held her, and everyone backed up. They're like, "Oh, it's that snake." And here it is wrapped around my shoulders. I kid you not, with her like at the bottom side of her face pushed up against my cheek. And then everyone comes in the room. They're like, "Oh, it's that snake. Oh God!" And they back up. So she was cool for me last night. Today, not so much. But it's whatever. Like I said, I hope she proves out. Worst case scenario, I get some pretty hypos, some pretty, not necessarily normals, but just some cleaned up looking normals. But she was born March of 08, so she will be more than ready for next year. I'm just going to try to put some length on her. She was always kept as a pet, never pack fed, never fed more than once every couple weeks or so. And I worked out a deal with Justine, the woman I got her from, to borrow her sister on a breeding loan. I'm going to go check her out soon. They said she had like some balancing issues. And, if it's too severe, I don't want to breed her because, that would translate into possible babies with birth defects. And I'm not trying to do that. Even though she is pretty, there's no sense in trying to carry on some sort of problem in some babies, especially if they turn out really, really nice and somebody decides to breed them, and then that just creates a whole bunch of problems. But this girl's absolutely 100% good to go, other than her horrible attitude. She's on jumbo rats, or large. And if she wasn't so mean, she'd be perfect. But I want to give a few shout outs right off the top of my head. Blake Stokes, little buddy. I bet you won't hold this one. Sam Fava from New York. Stay tuned, man. I've got you on those Surinames. Like I said, if you're interested. Michael Hathaway. You guys just need to go check out his stuff. He's got some cool pythons. Justine Labello, the president of the Georgia Reptile Society. Matt Chapman, cool dude I met last night, breeds milk snakes, bull snakes, rat snakes, real cool guy. The Moody's from the Muckalee chapter in South Georgia, real cool folks. Frank Fondaro from New York, those Surreys are doing excellent, bro. Clayton Norman. You guys go buy his ghost. He's trying to get into some other boa projects. Gotta hate to feel like I was leaving anybody out. Christopher's boas. He got some really awesome stuff from Frank. He's gonna have some really cool jungle ladder tails in the future. Jeremy Brunson out of Texas. The words cannot explain this guy's collection. I mean, it's from Burms to boas to Afrox. It's ridiculous. Sony Raju from Texas. Sunglows are doing excellent, bro. And here she is. If she's too bitchy, I'm gonna send her to you. Maybe you two would get along. If I forgot anybody, I'm sorry. I should have wrote it all down. But if I forgot you, just hit me up, and I plan on making a shout out video, but I kind of wanted to combine everything at once. So I get to throw a towel over her, pull her out, and it's gonna be fun. I think she's just kind of wore out from being crazy earlier. But you guys let me know what you think. I'm going to try to get some pictures of her. I'm going to try. I can't promise updates on her as often as I could snakes I can hold, because I really want to get her in her lightest phase. You can see how much lighter she could get. But that's Midora, and you guys let me know what you think. Check me out on Facebook, facebook.com, The Bearded Boa. Send me a friend request, Adam Smith. Can't miss me. I got my glowing red vampire eyes, and hope you guys are having fun with your animals, mean or not. Hope they make you happy. Oh, let's hear it. Let's hear it. You say goodbye. Say goodbye to everybody. Say goodbye. Yeah. This camera's kind of getting on her nerves. Okay. Stop it. You see what I have to deal with. Imagine trying to get her out of a 4-foot cage that opens from the top. Oh my God. Alright, YouTube. You guys take care and have a great day.